Population Case Study Analysis. Today, I will be talking about Spain population. As of 2017, there were 8.6 births per 1,000 people for crude birth rate, 9.14 deaths per 1,000 people for crude death rate, 0.01 growth rate for natural growth, and a GDP per capita of $32,459.92. There are also 1.5 births per woman for fertility rate, 81.75 years for life expectancy, 3.27 per 1,000 births for infant mortality rate. There are 3.58 male deaths per 1,000 births. For females, there are 2.93 deaths per 1,000 births. Demographic trends. At 1800s, the crude birth rate is high due to a lot of diseases and being unable to cure those diseases. Around here, the increase and decrease becomes unstable, and here it starts to get lower. Another unstable increase and decrease here, until here the crude birth rate starts to get lower due to advanced medicine, which leads to women having 1 or 2 children. From 1950, it is slightly consistent but is decreasing a little bit until around 1980, when it starts to increase slowly. By 2015, the death rate went up by 1.26% from the previous year. At 1960, there is inconsistent growth and the population is constantly going up and down. But then there has been a consistent growth in the population until here. The population growth starts to grow drastically due to migrants coming to Spain, but then the population starts to decrease due to negative natural growth levels. For babies per woman, at 1800s there is a consistent fertility rate with 5 children per woman due to a lot of diseases that took place during this timeline. Around here there are a lot of inconsistent sharp increases and decreases, and same thing going on here, possibly due to the Spanish Civil War that took place. Over here, the fertility rate starts to go down due to advanced medicine to cure sickness, but here it starts to increase. 1800s, the life expectancy for Spain is low, being 30 years for quite a long time, until 1880, when the life expectancy starts to increase, reaching 40 years by about 1910. Over here, the life expectancy drops due to the Spanish flu that took place at 1918. The Spanish flu ends and the life expectancy starts to grow again. And since 1940, the population continues to grow. For child mortality, at 1800s, it is very high due to a lot of diseases and had no cures. And over here, about 1900s, there has been inconsistent increases and decreases. And over here, the mortality rate starts to go down, and there's a brief increase in mortality, but it starts to go down again. Population distribution and physical maps. For population density, it is very low. Countries like Madrid has a dense population due to it being the central city of Spain, and popular countries like Barcelona tend to have a more dense population. And countries like Las Huertas are less dense because of having a rough terrain. In this physical map, a lot of rough terrain results in less people, and Madrid has a slight amount of flat land. But weird enough, this area, which seems to have the most flat land, is less dense. Population density. The area is 195,364 square miles. The population, 46,354,321. And the density, there are only 93 people per square kilometers. Population pyramids. Spain in 1960. Over here is high fertility rates. A high population for people in their 20s due to high fertility rates. And they are still developing life expectancies, the highest being 80 years old. Spain in 2010, the life expectancy has increased drastically, having 0.1% for females reaching an age of 95 to 99 of age. And over here we have a large working population. However, there is a low fertility rate that is taking place over here. This is Spain in 2060. By 2050, Spain will become the oldest living population in the world. And as you can see, there are more older women living than old men. And the fertility rates continue to decrease. This is my multi-point plan to make a new population policy for Spain. Since Spain is losing people, they can encourage people to have babies. To encourage people, they can provide income when they have babies. They can also provide incentives for families so it is easier to afford medicine, housing, extra holidays, and many more important things. Migration. Spain has experienced high population growth due to high immigration flows. But recently, Spain's population fell by 206,000 because of immigrants returning home due to effects of the European economic crisis and the financial crisis. These are the sources, and thank you for watching.